She gon' fight. She's
most likely to do drugs. I'm joking.
Someone saying you are not want to do everything.
Joy, how?
Find a way to.
Wait. It's you. It's you, Joy. Can you tell me?
What do you mean?
Me si hakuna kitu mzuri. Like you don't explain. Wajamo, watu sijui wapi. Huyo ni
Mara na kulomboto.
Hi guys, it's us again.
We are taking over this channel today.
So guys, on this episode, we're gonna be playing a game. Who is most likely to? Who's more likely to? Whichever. So I'm gonna be asking. I do have some questions with me. I'm gonna be asking my friend. No, I'm gonna be asking
the group. You also participate.
Of course, yeah, I'll participate, right? But I'm the one who's going to be reading out the questions, and then we're gonna choose who's most likely to do the thing that I'm gonna say.
No judgments, please. No judgments.
Yeah, this is just a game.
Okay, shall we?
Yes, let's go.
First question. Who is most likely to... I'm gonna start with the easy ones. Who's most likely to forget birthdays and important days? Beth?
I choose Beth.
Okay, I choose myself. Because I think I would. I have forgotten my own birthday.
It's not true.
I don't think you have.
You wouldn't forget?
I never forget. Maybe I just don't like message or acknowledge, but I never forget. Like I know you was 18th May. I know you was 29th August. I never forget.
But she never wishes us. That appears as forgetting.
You do wish me. Do you wish me? Did you wish me?
Yes, Beth, I did wish you. I did 100%.
Personally or in group?
Yeah, it was in the group. So
I wish because in the group. No, because I had someone saying you are not. If you are the first one,
no. I wished you in the group. What was the point of wishing you inbox?
You could have wished earlier because the group started way later, and you just because you had someone saying. So it was you.
No so way. I cannot forget Beth's birthday. Never.
Birthdays, someone's birthday, and some important.
Like for you,
I have
ladies,
forgotten my own birthday.
Never.
You'd never forget her birthday.
On top of my mind. I just maybe
for us,
quiet.
Yes.
How sweet.
Yeah. For me, I'm
Aki, by the if I forget your birthday or I forget, please don't take it personal.
No, make an intention of remembering. These things are important.
Put reminders on your phone.
Yeah, maybe. But it's not malicious or anything. It's just that I forget. I even forget my own birthday, guys. Like,
seriously?
Yeah, I ever forgot. Yeah, there's a time. When was it? I think 2018 or 2019. I forgot my birthday. It's
because you didn't have money.
No, that's not the reason. No, I think because the reason is I'm not big on birthdays. I'm most likely to spend money on stupid things. Ta-da!
Please, can you show your face?
They are not stupid to me. They are stupid to them. They're important to me.
But you buy, then you ask yourself, why did I buy this?
No. Stupid or not, I'm going to use that thing. It's important to me.
There you have it, Joy. Number 3. We're going to run through them. Number 3. Who's most likely to marry without love? Lol.
I think none of us. Okay, personally, I know none of us.
No, me neither. I don't think any of us will marry.
Yeah.
I was about to say Beth.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm joking.
Oh my god. This is so unfair. What? How?
Sorry, dude.
I need to do a plastic surgery.
Ooh! Me? No, I think she would.
Okay, me, I think it's you.
You think Joy would?
Why me?
Because Joy, there is a time we were talking about something you don't like about yourself. I think you said you can do this one.
I would 100%. I would, but I'm not the most likely to. She is more likely to.
Okay, I'm saying because I've heard you talk about it. I've never heard her talk about it. Okay, that's why.
110%. Dude is gonna do it.
Okay,
she gonna do it.
Sawa.
So bad, bro. By the way, guys, Don't be surprised, huh?
I'm not gonna be
in the process.
No.
What do you want
but
to
I
do?
usually think.
What do you want to
I
do?
think to myself like it's something I would possibly
What
do.
do you want to do?
Yeah,
Everything.
definitely.
Okay, the other question is, who's most likely to laugh at a wrong moment? Wrong situation. No, but we know someone who could. Yeah? You can?
No, I wouldn't. No,
I wouldn't personally, and I know Beth wouldn't.
Yeah, I know how to read the room.
But we know someone, I know someone who can.
I would laugh at somebody who trips over, definitely, but not serious situations.
Okay. Who is most likely to take care of others when they're sick? Oh. Yes, she would. Like, Beth would go out of her way, like way out of her way for someone who needs
Who's least likely
help.
to?
Who's least likely to?
Joy, how dare you? Oh, my heart.
No, you took care of me. I appreciate
Of
that.
course I did.
But I think because we are close and we are friends, so it was easier for you to take care of me.
If a normal
for
person,
someone, for some random person, I feel like it would be hard for you.
Who would be the least likely to? No, that I don't know.
I would.
It would be 1, 2, 3.
Oh my goodness.
You would, but least likely among the three of us.
Really?
100% for me.
I actually think I'm at the same level with Beth.
No. Oh, sis.
What? Okay.
You would, but I wouldn't give you that high, that ranking ya uko juu, babe.
The kawaida one.
Beth, of course, maybe I can vouch for me, but maybe when I can vouch for me is the same way you're vouching for yourself.
Yeah. Okay.
The
The other one. Who's most likely to appear on some reality show?
Regina or Joy? Me, I think either of you, not me.
Some reality.
To appear on a reality show, Beth.
What ile unafanya vitu live?
Yeah, Beth would be there. See, akona channel,
Yeah.
say. I think it's something you would
likely.
try. You would be more open to trying it compared to us.
For me, I didn't think either of us would.
No, I think Beth would try.
Would you try that?
I'm not sure.
Maybe not like a long-running one, but she
Maybe a
she would be involved in a show or something, definitely.
Okay,
But the
next question.
scandalous ones, I know who would be involved in the scandalous ones.
Look at those eyes.
Rich housewives.
To not shower for a week.
Hi.
None of
None
us.
of us.
Yes.
Like
Yeah.
how-
Yeah.
But
No,
we
no,
shower. We almost shower 3 times a
but
day.
you guys suppose circumstances like zilikuwa tu mbaya.
Like
Hakuna
which
maji,
one?
hakuna stima. Nani mwenye ata make the least effort
Effort
ya
to look
kushower,
for.
ya kufind a way to shower?
It's you, Joy. That's the it's you. 100%. Ni wewe. Kama that's the circumstance, right? 100%. Guilty as charged. If that's the situation,
That I agree.
it's you.
Hey, that I agree. 100 guilty. 100.
Oh my god. Okay, guys. Next. Oh my god.
Next
one. Yes. It was none of us. You brought us a circumstance. You are the guilty.
No, but I know that. She showers 3 times a day. She showers, I think, two or 3 times a day. For me, 1 is okay.
Standard rate.
2, fine. 3, that's overkill.
Oh my god. Who's most likely to have liquid cash during an emergency?
This
Or
is
for
anti-money.
She likes to spend money.
Who can call you up? Who can you call up for an emergency, for some emergency cash? Jojo is your person.
At least you're giving me flowers, not just me L's, yo.
who right now, who can produce 1 million Kenya shillings?
Lakini msipende kuniibia.
By the way, kuna emergency.
Million shillings. Nipatie baby.
Ningesema sisi wote.
But I can. If you give me time, I can. Gatha. Huku na kule. Yeah.
Vichochoro bring together, they add up.
Yes.
Who's most likely to get into a fight?
Chukua hiyo mzigo.
Most likely to get into a fight. I'm most likely to get into a fight.
Most likely
like
to
physical.
Not physical, but I
Maybe
get
an
angry quite
argument.
fast. I get angry
Physical.
fast. I don't know how to mitigate against it.
So,
like I would get into a fight fast.
Because of your
But ati mimi mwenyewe kuinitiate, I go fight somebody, no. But a situation where I'm involved in would escalate fast. Into a fight.
Like physical fight.
If necessary.
Physical.
No, I wouldn't fight them, but kama the other person is prone to fight and I
You
am
will
in that
defend
situation
yourself.
You will
of
fight.
the three of us, I think I'm the one who will provoke that person to fight. If we go
But
into
would you
an
fight
argument.
back?
No. I wouldn't get physical with them. I would cut it. I'll probably get beat up. Get into a fight, definitely. But who would fight? These two would fight. These two would definitely fight.
Fight physically.
Yeah, of course, definitely. Down on the ground, dirty.
I would not fight.
They would.
I wouldn't.
I'll fight junction.
When?
Junkie.
Oh, yes.
She gon' fight. She gon'
But that
fight.
was the old me. That's 5 years ago.
But sisters, we are saying
I'm
who's most
reformed
likely
now.
to. Who
I
is
would
most
not.
likely to? I think I would
But-
get into a fight. And you would have to
I
save
don't
me.
think so.
But confrontation, yeah.
Like mtu
Get into a
akikuingiza,
fight.
like somebody is really provoking you. Imagine you can't just be there watching. You'll have to defend yourself.
Yeah.
Nayo.
If you're provoked, if you're only
Yes.
when provoked.
Yeah.
No, when provoked, I'm the least likely to fight. Yeah, definitely.
When
Mtu
provoked,
akujivia kuambia Joy, ni nini ulisema? Hebu niambie. Anza kuamsha hivi kwa
No,
amka.
I wouldn't.
What
I
will be your reaction?
no, but I don't
Bro,
think I
I'm
would
not about
fight.
that. I will leave me alone. I will probably shout like.
But maybe when
But
you shout,
no.
you are like provoking them or unasema you are talking back at me. Then they want to start like physical.
No, I wouldn't let it get there.
I am. Who is most likely to get married first?
Who is most
likely
are you
to get married?
are you answering before, after, or what are you basing on to answer this question? Please, can you tell me?
What do you mean? Not based on anything that we know, not based most likely.
Of course, you're most likely to get married first.
Jen?
Because you want to get
Because
married.
yeah, plus two, you love family. Yeah, you're family oriented. So yeah, that's the reason.
Who is most likely to get married last?
Yeah, who's most likely to get married last?
No, not me.
Of course.
Please raise up your hand.
Who's most likely to never get married? Most likely. See, I think that will happen, but most likely.
Mwenye marriage iko kwa program sana.
I know. I think
Never.
at some point.
Aya basi hakuna.
Okay.
Haya. Ipsikishaje. Next question. Who's most likely to hold a grudge the longest?
Jeffin, please. This one I will
Grudge.
choose you.
Grudge.
Yes.
Grudge ni yenye si legitimate, like it has no merit.
Grudge ni against someone.
I would hold a grudge, but not that long. Sasa
the
sijui
longest.
kama it's longer than
How
both of
long?
you.
Longer
Definitely
than
not
any of
Beth.
us.
Yeah,
Longer than
definitely
any of
not
us.
Beth.
You want to recruit someone else?
I'm thinking.
You're
I'm
thinking.
I think it's a tie between the two of us.
Me too.
You would probably hold it equally.
Really?
Long. Yes.
Would I?
And
Really?
what is that one thing that someone can do ndo muhole hiyo grudge for long? Itakuwa nini? Like it's zile bado nasema hapa cross maadhe sikusamei.
No, okay, for me I think I would say not really like holding the grudge, but as in I just cut you off, alas.
But sio ni kama umekasirika huyo mtu ni kama
I might forgive you later, but me and you we're not sitting on the same table.
Forever.
Yes, I'm extremes here.
Yeah,
but very rare. You had a grudge?
You need to. I'm done with you.
Okay, what's a grudge then?
A grudge, I feel like it's something you can talk about, something you can sort out, but you choose not to.
Choose not to. Then I'm not the one. Sure, you're alone in this.
I do. Me naeza, but still that long.
Yeah.
Let's read
so the longest
three
among
of
us.
I don't know.
Okay. Who's more likely to give all their money to charity?
Money to charity.
All their money.
Not all, but but I can give. Sasa hiyo ndio charity ama children home I can, but not now adopting, but I can help them.
Whenever they are.
To give,
all their money.
Okay, since I will be married and I will not have kids.
Okay, then what is that?
Who's most likely to cry when watching romantic movies?
I don't watch movies, so I don't know.
Legina.
Not only romantic movies.
Any movie. Why? You get carried away with this.
Any movie that has some sort of emotional scene, I will cry. Like, not even deep emotions or whatever. Like maybe someone hurt someone, or maybe some people are falling in love, or maybe
someone falling in love.
Maybe someone
so you're crying because they're not falling in love with you. No,
it's because it's sweet.
Then you're crying.
Yeah, it's tears of joy, not like tears of sorrow, of joy. No joy or stupid things make me cry on movies.
So you are the crying movies.
No, that's the thing. I can cry in movies while watching movies, but in real life,
it's hard to.
It's hard unless it's really something.
And you are alone in the room watching, then you start crying.
Hey, bro, you've not seen me with tissues.
Why?
I have cried. Even in the Queen of the South, I've cried.
I have not watched it in a long time.
Okay. Who is most likely to testify in church? In church.
Me, I think I can. Me, I can, but to get that courage and go in front there. But I can give it a try.
I think me too. It depends. The spirit, I mean. Sometimes there's a goes up when I'm being pushed forward. But I've never done it. But I think I would. I think
we all would, but who is most likely? Who's most likely? Like pale kwa chats pale juu ni nani?
Not me, most likely. Joy, you would?
Definitely. 110%.
Really? Joy, you're lying.
No, she's not lying.
I would.
Serious.
Why are you laughing?
See, because you guys don't believe me because you think I would do drugs. Yes. Well, you think
you
are
a
drugs right now, eh? I have to prove you guys wrong. I'm here to save my CV. You guys, it's burning.
burning and spoiling.
Oh my god.
I don't know. Yeah, I think I would.
You would?
But of the three of us, to go same level, everything same, because that's what most likely means. Everything ikiwa at par, same level. I think Regina would.
Oh wow!
If everything else was constant, sisi sote level, I think Regina.
I am redeemed. I'm redeemed. Okay. Who's most likely to?
I think hata umewahi. Si ulienda kuongea uko mbele after umeenda nini yenu home.
Actually, bro, I have.
After
I did when I went home. I testified in church, in our home church back in Kenya. Yes, I have. Oh yeah. Hey, but yo, it was tough. It was tough. Hadi tulikosana na mom because my mom was like, lazima uende. Unajua Mungu amekufanyia nini? You have to. What? Okay, who's most likely to give away a secret? Give away? Tell out a secret. Who's most likely not to keep a secret?
I am reformed. Don't point at me.
Who is most likely
to give a secret? Me.
Give away a secret.
Me. You're sure this figure is pointing at me?
Let me think again. Who's most likely to tell out a secret?
I don't tell secrets. Unintentionally, I tell surprises. But secrets I
no.
keep secrets.
None of us then.
I keep secrets.
How many of you think I would? No, I feel like Beth would.
Why?
Say not knowing that it's supposed to be a secret.
Beth wenye anakuanga mmeficha maneno yake.
But if categorically you know this is by the way is between us, the secret, no, you wouldn't tell.
But I cannot tell someone. Like you tell me something, then you'll hear from someone else. Then that someone will tell it's me who told them. Who told them? Mimi sema story ya mtu. Please. Jisemee kwa mtu mwingine.
Mimi siri najua ni siri hapana. Lakini kama sijui ni siri probably sleep.
So when nimesema like Beth would say something not knowing that's a secret. So that's you.
Kama surprise naweza sema. Surprise I will.
Okay.
I will tell
Beth,
by mistake.
It's okay.
Joy, you
wewe usha fail exam, wewe unaibia, ukaambiwa answer C ukachagua B.
Okay.
Fail.
Who is most likely to flake or ghost on plans?
Molly.
Unfortunately, it's a friend of ours who's not here. He was supposed to show up for this video, but he never showed up. He ghosted. Yeah.
Who is most likely to flake on plans?
But among us, yeah. Beth, not you, I'm asking. Who do you think?
Hii tag ni kama ni yetu. Tuta-upload hii kweli?
Mbona tusi-upload?
Mbona tusi-upload? Already 25 minutes.
Who's most likely to flake? Among us, no one. If they do, they'll communicate. That's what I think.
But mwenye anaweza
kutosema.
Kughost ni kughost tu, like
unanyamaza nini na tumeagree tunasema like tulikuwa tumesema leo uongei usemi anything unalenga story.
That's ghosting.
No.
None of us.
Na mwenye what's that in the same okay, nimesema nikasahau that one. What did I to say? Okay, on the same, who is most likely like to delay or to like hard to convince to have the deal or something?
Joy. Yeah. What do you think?
Same.
Joy, yes. Oh, this girl is hard.
One honey na bado anasema I would do drugs. Unless I really want to. Unless I want to.
Why?
Give 100 reasons. Why?
Benefits, disadvantages, what she's gaining,
what am I? What about my personal things?
What
will I do?
Honey,
my time. This time is for sleeping.
Yes, Katai. Me.
Na mwenye unaweza amsha usiku. Tuko na deal.
Where
are you? Unaamuka hata ufikiri.
Regina.
We go.
Beth hata hawezi patikana kwa hiyo simu. Regina. Of course, she's very spontaneous.
Regina kesho road trip. By the way, I'm down. Let's go.
I am the least spontaneous of us.
It's not tough to convince me. Yeah, I think.
When she's interested.
Yeah, when I'm interested. If I'm not interested, bro, don't even try convincing me.
You can convince me if I'm not interested.
We're convinced by reason was one essence.
Show me. Like, show me. Yeah.
Okay. Who's most likely to? Who's the most emotional stroke sensitive? Emotional stroke sensitive.
Emotional
Most.
inamaanisha nini?
Emotional. Someone who very...
It doesn't have to be a negative thing. Emotional could be a good thing.
Emotional inaweza kuwa empathetic kama sympathetic.
Yeah, that's also emotional. It could be if mtu anakasirika haraka,
mwenye anaumia watu, mwenye ako remorseful, mwenye uko side gani?
Emotional. What are you? I'm emotional too, but sensitive. I think Joy is sensitive.
Yes. Don't come at me.
Sensitive. Like how you word whatever you're telling her is very crucial.
My EQ is very high. Very high.
When you say EQ is high, you mean
intellectual or something.
Yeah, you cannot just to hivyo. And probably you don't even mean nothing. As in, maybe you're not being malicious or anything. But
atakurolia macho like
I am not immature. I just know what I want from you all. Yes.
So you have to calculated words.
You have to plan before you get them out.
Just say anything out of your mind. Yeah. Who's most likely to never want to have a baby? You also think it's her?
Yeah, I think it's her.
Guilty as charged, madam?
Yes. That is
Regina doesn't talk about getting babies. So may I think I would
she has never addressed that topic.
No, I don't hear her talk about getting babies. So I think I would.
But do you?
Maybe later in life. But I will definitely.
What is your later? Like
60.
What is your later?
60.
Where menopause?
I'm most likely to adopt. So
okay, sawa. You will adopt,
no,
not give birth.
I don't think neza sema purely I will never have kids. No. But not soon. Regina since Kenya kiongea about watoto. I don't know her stand about kids.
Regina, you're my friend. You've never asked me.
Okay, tell us.
No, if you know about me and babies and all these things, definitely means it's a conversation
we have had.
See, we've not volunteered information. I cannot speak for
what
you.
What is your opinion about getting married, babies, and settling down?
And also kuna comments she's made.
What did I say? Oh my
God. Comments she has made.
Which
categorically, scientifically, biologically, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Regina, as I am confident in my
tell us.
I will not tell you the comments that I make, but it's a bit personal. But about kids, it's not something that is in my mind, or it's not something that I think about, to be honest. Not to say that I don't want to have a baby, but it's not on my conscious mind. Go for subconscious. So like sometimes when I see a Z, I'm like, oh, it's so cute. I think I want to have a baby. But yeah, I would want to have a baby for sure at some point. Yeah, I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, yes. But not now. Not in the...
How long from now?
I was actually telling my friend, sometimes I'm scared that I might get to, like, you know, like those late years without me thinking of even having a kid. Yeah. Like,
so she's most likely
35,
1, 2,
without
3
even thinking of having a kid. But you never know. People change, people evolve. Maybe next year I'll be like, I want to
have experiences, then you change
now.
Yeah, the business except Joy, Manyatu, she's completely down.
Who's most likely to read most?
Okay, Joy. Joy, please. Read.
Yeah.
Read.
Joy.
Yeah.
No for Beth.
Me. List.
Least likely Beth.
Listen.
Yeah, least likely Beth. For sure.
Let me na vitabu. Please leave me alone.
Okay, who's okay, what is this? Who's most likely to never have been to the movies?
Guilty as charged. I do not know any name of a movie. Now, which movie is trending? Can you please update me? So, yeah, the one you have said South African Queen.
No.
Which one have you said?
That's not
It's a
trend.
series.
No,
It's a
Queen
series.
of the South. It's
Oh,
not
Queen of the
trending.
South.
Yeah, Kitambo. It's just that I'm rewatching it now.
Oh,
Resident Evil.
it's the
Resident
current
Evil ya
one.
Kitambo.
Kuna yenye imetokea juzi.
Yeah. Stranger Things imetokea episode.
Series.
Me, please. You cannot find me there.
Yes, Beth, guilty as charged. Who's most likely to embarrass you in front of people?
Joy.
Why me? I would 100% go for you, Beth.
Beth, can you see my fingers
169%.
pointing at you for sure? 100%.
How, please? How?
Beth,
Eh.
Beth. Hey, like what I just told you. What did I tell you now before we even started the video? What did I tell you? Don't you dare tell someone, tell that someone that, because that's something you would do. We would probably meet somewhere in church, and then but they'll be like, oh, meet my friend. You know what? I'm mentioning you. Then that's something you would do for sure. Yes.
Sis. That's what? I will say what?
We would probably meet in church, and now that I've told you that I want an introduction and blah blah blah, you would actually introduce
And complete the
and
statement.
say she has a crush on you.
That's why she thinks you're the most likely to give us secrets away.
I can imagine
And we're
you are wrong.
connecting.
Really, you wouldn't like say something that you're not supposed to say.
Maybe venye niko na mrukoruka ito.
Unaona hiyo the hey.
Ndio nafikiria.
Yeah, that's what would make you, not because that you're not kuchomea mtu or anything, but you.
I think maybe too excited. I might just want to talk for the sake of talking.
Yeah, to you.
Kierere.
Yeah. Shall we? Beth, are you guilty as charged or no?
Okay, I'm not sure.
You would not. You're not sure.
I'm not sure. Honestly.
Embarrassment
Maybe
is
it
different
will
for different
depend.
people.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Like, yeah. Just embarrassment. And you probably say something about me and I would be embarrassed. And maybe say the same for Joy and she wouldn't be embarrassed. Yeah, that's what you're saying. It's different for everyone. Okay. Who's most likely to spread rumors? Who's most likely to spread rumors?
Not me. I'm not sure who.
Spread rumors.
Myself. Mbona unacheka? You the one.
No, I'm just thinking whether I would. No.
Who is most likely to spread rumors?
But
spread
do they
rumors.
know it's rumors?
Rumors become rumors. Sababu things are being spread that are not accurate.
A secret. It was not a secret. Okay, who is most likely to offer to settle the bill? Yeah, Joy would.
Because I spend money on stupid things like people who eat things they cannot afford. Just spend money, pay that bill.
Who's least? Who's the most least likely to pay the offer to pay the bill?
Beth.
Actually, what do you take me for? You
We're crying.
I mean, I feel more mnani discuss.
What do you mean?
Kujeni hapa. Na feel more mnani discuss.
Why would you?
See, we know you, babe. This is 5 years.
No.
We've stayed together for how long? 3 years. We were together, surely.
Aki niliwafanyia nini mnikata nini gani nilifanya mkasema mkakonclude.
Beth, those 3 years we've gone out, we've done nini. Have you ever offered to settle the bill? Have you? Or have you ever offered to take us out?
Basi twendeni outside for dinner. Please can you cut
maybe
this?
hata reason mbona nasema hivyo. Beth, I feel like pesa zake zinakuanga zimepangiwa hivi. So pia hata kukwenda hiyo ya kabili nazalipa kidogo tricky. It's a positive thing. It's a positive thing.
No,
like where you are.
Bila maanisha mimi mkono birika.
Hapana, imagine like unaona kama vile Joy explain. Like maybe like pesa yako imepangiwa.
Yeah, you've pangad your pesa.
Then tukishalipwa hivi the following day unakuanga kwani hata si the following day same day
kwa exchange. Aki nini pesa zake ame budget when we was new
ushafanya budget
anakwanga hata mmeandika hivi chini.
It's not a bad thing, like your money is planned for.
The way you are saying it, I'm feeling bad. I'm really emotional.
Hapa tusemi at none of us would. I think it's none of us would, but on a scale of 1 to 10 kuna wale wa negatives, kuna wale wa positive vibes na kuna wale wa 10.
Where I need to do better. So tunaenda out lini? Do I need to pay for this?
I think outings zimeisha sasa till we plan another one.
Oh, okay.
Plan another.
I am. Who's the most organized? Who's the most organized stroke OCD? Beth doesn't share the same sentiments.
Me, I'm 50-50.
Between you and her?
I'm 50-50.
Between you?
I'm 50-50 if it's you 100.
OCD.
Regina. Yeah,
I'm guilty as charged for sure. I want my things done in a particular because I know the dishes sometimes, yes, but minus dishes. Even if like the dishes are even if they're dirty, like there's a certain way I want my kitchen, there's a certain way I want my clothes, a certain way I want my shoes. If this is where I put my lotion, please, I want it there. Don't put it there. Put it in the same place.
Of the three of us, nyumba ya Regina ndio utapata ikiwa in order most of the time. Just don't look at the kitchen sink.
Yeah, don't look at the kitchen sink.
Just don't look at the kitchen sink.
Yeah,
walk through the house. Look through the shelves. Don't look at the kitchen sink.
Yes, that's right. Guilty as charged.
Yeah.
List is the most disorganized. Disorganized is the most disorganized. Beth, who do you think is the most disorganized?
I mean, we all aware. We have some capacity of organization.
Lazima kuna number 1, number 2, number 3.
Okay, number 1, number 2. Number 2 ni nani? Number 2. Number 3.
Mimi. I am definitely not number 3. Beth, I'm not chomeaing you, I'm not burning, but we are both myself not number 3.
Then you get
niambie tisitaoga for 1 week. Alafu nipe number 3 kwa organize. ISIS.
Mbona hujatuorganizea meal?
Hizi vitu zote.
Yeah, ni part of organization.
Wewe unaona nyumba kama inakaa shagi. Unaona kama nyumba inakaa shagi. Umwangalia closet yangu. You will not find my closet things in disarray. No. Right. My desk not in this. No. Me sitakuwa kama Regina is very heavy. Maybe probably you will find books here, you will find books there, but hizo vitabu zimepangwa. Utapata probably closet yangu kuna nguo juu, kuna nguo chini, but zote zimepangwa. Regina ni either nguo zote zikuwe hivi, nguo zote zifuatane hivi. Zake ni hiyo OCD. Zangu zitakuwa scattered without any particular order, but neat. And you will look in my kitchen and you will not find that. No.
Beth is also organized too, because I don't remember your closet being disorganized.
Standard levels.
You're organized, and you never left your bed and
unkempt.
Unkempt.
Sisi si watu wachafu. Kwa hivyo hakuna number 3.
Hakuna
number 2s. Number 3. Mama yangu akiweza sikia niko number 3 on this level. Sis, narudi shop.
Okay, let's continue. Who's most likely to walk out on an argument?
We didn't talk about that.
No, that was fighting. Walk out on an argument.
Like acha ukijiongelesha.
Me too. I think Beth would.
Really?
Voted teacher ngumu of the year of the group.
Beth. Ati mtu hapo ati mtu anaanza hapo mnabishana nini?
Beth.
What atatoka uende? Yes, you would. Would you?
Yes.
See, yeah, you would. Who has the worst communication skills?
Beth.
Sisi wote hakuna hakuna number 1 number 2 number 3 sisi wote number 1
definite number 1
kuna
za kosa number 2 na number 3 definite number 1 I vote for you Miss Beth.
How?
No.
Miss Beth.
Nasema okay.
What's communication?
No. Best communication skills. I was voting for you.
Beth is worst. Number 1.
How?
Worst Beth.
Number 1.
Worst Beth.
Okay, imagine I don't feel
Beth
so.
number 1.
I don't feel so.
Yes, still insist.
Beth.
Say your communication skills. This is a very huge caveat. Labda ni kitu Beth hataki ujue. But I feel like it's not easy to get information out of Beth. And sometimes it doesn't necessarily have to be that hard. But for you to get information from her, ama ata unajua legule msi anakupatia detailed account of things. Beth is quite we're good, we're fine, kalas. They had kupatia a detailed account of things. For me, that's why I think I would say communication skills zako. I feel like I would say in the list.
Scenario.
Labda ni acquaintances, friendship kinds of scenario, but I feel like it's not as easy to get information out of you ama from you as compared to the two of us. We will be more willing ama readily give of information concerning us as opposed to you. Ama hata saa zingine mkiwa kwa situations you kind of quiet. Kama time tulienda dinner ya 5 years, I'm asking you like what do you want? Mi hizi hakuna kitu mzuri. Like you don't explain exactly kabisa nielewe ni aje naweza saidia, ni nini na ina affect, ni nini haiko, ni nini naweza kuwa. Unajua? Yeah, that's how I'm struggling with communication from you.
In terms maybe of expressing.
Yeah, yes. So,
what do you think?
Free flow of
me, I think
information.
personally, me normally I feel I don't want to be a bother. That is inakwanga my point. I don't want to be a bother to anyone. So let me avoid bothering anyone. Let me deal with what I can deal with. I think inakwanga my point.
That's how this other side in
Unachukuliwa different
that's how it's translated. Sometimes pia mimi kuna zile vitu you don't want to deal with everybody else, but I'm talking of a case mahali probably nimekuuliza kitu ama you're telling me something, itakuwa very clipped, very short. I am good, I'm fine, kalas. Yeah, everything is fine. Ama atakwambia kitu as a joke.
Most likely to lie through their teeth convincingly. Gavo.
Yes.
To lie
She will lie to you.
Yeah, convincingly.
Lie to you
in your face.
Legina.
Okay. No, how dare you? Beth, do you think? Who do you think?
Okay, I'm not sure, but I'm not so sure. But I think unaweza kuwa kwa hiyo list.
Regina.
Yeah, guilty as charged. But I'm reformed again. That was me in the past. Now I don't lie. But yeah, I don't. But yet it's serious lies. Like ni kama yo uko wapi na maybe you're supposed to meet at 2. Sijatoka, like I haven't left the house. You're supposed to meet at 2. It's already 1:50 and I'm leaving the house now. Hey bro, it's kind of hard kuambia hey, I'm leaving the house now.
Mwambia niko
kwa gari, I'm coming. But it's wrong. I don't do that anymore, but I used to.
It's better to be honest.
Joy, what is it? Have I lied to you recently?
I don't know if you're lying right now, so bro, I have no clue. Completely in the dark. Completely in the dark. Yes.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, but most likely to. It doesn't mean that I do it, but most likely to. Yeah, me, guilty as charged.
Right.
Who's most likely to make $1 million?
All
All
of
of us. Of course, all of us. We will.
Oh God, say dear, please.
We're all gonna make millions dollars and more. Who's more likely to invent something useful? Something useful.
Yeah, namaanisha creativity or something.
Invent. So who's most?
Come up with
most
something
Joy?
useful.
I think Joy.
I will write a book.
I think
Yeah,
Joy.
Joy can write a book.
I don't think that's not inventing.
But it's something useful. Who's most likely to? Who's the most creative?
A levels that is a creativity.
Levels of creativity.
A levels is
I would say Joy.
Lakini
Me?
creativity.
Like
How?
among us.
How?
But I don't know.
I've not seen any expressions of creativity from you, so mimi sijui.
Yeah.
But no, I think I would say you would be. I've probably seen you do some. I don't know if it's creative.
Because I don't think I'm creative at all.
I
I think my creativity is down.
I think I need to,
That is
to
something
search
I would want
myself.
to.
How am I
Learn how
creative?
to
I
be
think I
more
would
creative.
search myself. I need to search me.
Most likely to talk Gato.
Regina, please. Take your
Watu wa
flowers and go.
watu wa jamo, watu sijui wa wapi.
Mbwekse,
Huyo ni
Mara na kulomboto.
I wish I never used that word. I've never used it. I've never used that word.
Regina 100%. That goes to you.
Please, that is. Please take your gold medal.
And who's most likely to talk hoodish? Hood. I'm a hoodish Gato.
When you will say,
It's the same.
what was wayo nigga men. Like
So
you
guys,
say,
That has been it.
Joy, we are
What do you
closing out.
think? What do you
Opening
think
official.
about this video? Was interesting. Do you know us?
No, they
If
can
you
ask
know-
this. They can ask themselves the same questions with their friends.
Or maybe we have friends out there. So maybe they agree or they pause or they can do something.
we should actually ask some of our friends these questions. I think
Yeah.
they will even be more objective.
Comment down below. This has been us, Joy, Finn, and Regina. Then myself. Thanks for watching.
Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time.
Like,
Adios.
subscribe, share.
Click on the notification bell.
Comment.
Adios, muchachos.
Adios, mi amor.
Until next time. Bye.